Hello everybody, this is Debbie from Stamps and Stuff, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based out of beautiful Oro Valley, Arizona, and we're just above Tucson, so we're a little higher in my light. I've got to find a solution for my lights that are reflecting in my surface here. So anyway, just waiting for a few of you guys to jump on and we will get started. I have some drawings sitting right over here to give away, and today we are going to be doing, let me mark this over here so I can make sure I don't get, let's put that right there. Nope, that's up there. My lights are driving me nuts. Anyway, today we will be working with Oceanfront, and this is just really a cool stamp set. And I have been biting at the bit to get working with it, and I have one for today, and then later on we're going to circle back and we're going to hit it again because I have a whole bunch in my little pea-picking brain there to get going on. Also, we will be using the Amazing Thanks. We'll be using this die here. Okay, let's get started here. Okay, get my inks out here. We have Balmy Blue and Old Olive, Soft Suede. I have my memento here. Just want to take care of a little bit of housekeeping first while everybody's getting here. And your paper pumpkin. From 11 October to 10th of November is from the North Pole. And if you're not doing paper pumpkin, you're missing out on the fun. What I like to do when I get the paper pumpkin is I like to do, okay, how come my comments are not showing up to me? Oh my goodness. Let me see here. Let me go back to comments. I saw one flash on the screen, but they're not in my comments section. Was that Karen Howard that just flashed on my screen? If it is, comment something again real quick, because I'm not being able to get my comments up. So I want to make sure that I am where I am supposed to be. Okay. Oh, there we are. Okay. I've got comments. Good. I was beginning to panic here. Oh, good. Okay. Glad to be back, Ramona. Hi, Becky. Okay, anyway, just a little shout out for the paper pumpkin. If you are interested in the paper pumpkin, you can go to Stampsnstuff.org and hit the paper pumpkin and subscribe. Really a lot of fun, and it's a really good little kit. Oh, here we go. We've got some more here. Okay. Also, the starter kit now is you get $155 for your $99 sign-up fee, and then that includes a paper pumpkin with that also, and free shipping from what I understand. So, okay. there's my little shout outs. I have got several drawings here. I'm going to give everybody else a chance to get on a little bit. We have the hippest hippos and die. I'm not going to flip it over because that'll tell you who won. I have got 75 sheets of DSP here in this packet. I have another, I have a set. Somehow I got an extra die set for the hippest hippos. So I am going to have a little game later. Do not let me forget for who has the stamp set and does not have the dies. And we'll do a fun little thing. Don't let me forget because I will. Alrighty. Let's get going here with the card. Don't let me forget about the drawing. Okay. Now, this is what we're going to do here. You know, it's funny, when I got set up this morning, I was just sitting here waiting to go on. All of a sudden it dawned on me everything was upside down on the screen. So I had to figure out what I was doing. What I was doing wrong. There's always a challenge. Okay, let me get my parts and pieces here. Okay, now again, this is Oceanfront is the main stamp set. I'm using Amazing Stamps. Also, now for the grass here, you can either stamp the image and cut it out, or you can use, the grass is in a couple other sets. I know they are retired, but that you can work around that. Also, even the fence, if you don't have the fence, you can take and you can make little spikes and kind of glue them together and use that. Otherwise, they are your retired stamps. Alrighty. Get all my pieces out here and put this over there so it doesn't get in the ink. I don't want to have an incident here. Alright. Okay. First of all, make sure I've got that orientated right. These are photopolymer stamps, so you'll want to have your little mat. The other stamps have, the red rubber stamps have a foam so that they do have some cushion there. Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going to take the balmy blue first. Turn it this way. Hello, Ramona from Utah and Washington. I've missed you too. The Crafty Village. Well, I'm back. In fact, not this next Friday, but the Friday after, I'll be doing a week with a stamp set. So I'll be on every day because what I'm going to do is it's going to be really technique heavy. And so I will be featuring a new technique with that stamp every day of the week. Glad you like it, Karen. Now, also, as I said before, because I have one extra die set with this set, if you have the stamp set and you don't have the die set, let me know, and we'll all kind of, at the end, we're going to play kind of a game for who gets it, because I had that extra, and I don't know how I happened to do that, but you know what? I do all kinds of crazy things. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to stamp that there. That gives you your sky. And now, let's see, this is with the soft suede. we're going to take this stamp here. In fact, I should put this, will that get right in my screen so that we can see? I don't want to get out of, I've got a bigger surface than shows on the, okay. So I am going to stamp this here. This set is just a really good set, especially if you are beginners. Okay, now I'm going to take my olive green and I am going to take this here and I am going to stamp it in back of what will be the fence. Okay, all righty. Now then, I am going to take the fence and I am going to take, in fact, I want to take this. And I like to take these bottom pieces here and kind of scooch them over. I grew up in Huntington Beach in California, and I remember walking down, especially down around Newport Beach and everything, and seeing the fences. And so when I saw this stamp set, I thought, good grief, I can really relate to that. Okay, now we're going to stick our fence and we're just going to glue it kind of on the bottom, and we're going to stick it down here about right there. Whoop! Rewind. We want to do one of our grasses in there first. These want to bend over here. It just kind of, I like the fact that they look like they've been there and they're kind of dilapidated and they're just ready to kind of, okay. Let me get some wipes. That glue is sticky. Also, do you guys know, I've seen some videos on, and I don't think people understand, this is a two-way glue. Why it stays so sticky, you know, the glue that's on the back of Post-it notes, so that you can stick it on and take it off and everything. That's what this is too when it dries, and that's why they have this other side here. You can take, if you have a stamp that will not stay on your acrylic block, what you would do is you take your stamp and you would put this glue on it, set it aside, let it dry, a couple hours, several hours, so that it's really dry. And then what this becomes on the back of that is so you can put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. Now I've got these, see, I put an arrow on there so I'd know which way's up. Now I'm going to have to figure that out when I get to it. Anyway, so this is a really great glue. When we had our store, we used to sell tons of it. But if you've got any of those old stamps, remember there was a period of time that they wouldn't stay on. Just put a thin layer of that on, let it dry, and then it will work just like a Post-it note. It'll go on and off. And then if it stops sticking, just rinse it under the water, dry it off, and it tacks right back up. So it really is an excellent product. And when I had my unmounteds, that's what I had on the back of all of them. Now with this, I'm going to take just part of this off here. And this, I get this. In fact, we might give one of these away too. This is just a needle nose. Get them on Amazon. And what I do is I fill them up with my green glue. So what it does is it makes it easier to put a fine amount. Some people have a hard time with the green glue because you push it and then it goes out in a blob. So that is okay. Now I'm going to have to figure out if I've got these on here right. We don't want our birds flying upside down. Okay. Okay. Well, that worked. Where'd I put my... Oh, I've got to get this put away or I get my fingers in it. Okay. Now we're gonna... Thank you, guys. I love this set. I really do. Get that, so. I hate it when it gets dirty. It's kind of a distraction. Okay, do we want to know who won the Hippest Hippos bundle? This one? Okay, I went on and I figured out how to use the comment picker for YouTube, and the winner is Lori Mantobi. So Lori, contact me at stampsnstuff.org, hit the contact button, and I will get that out to you. But that is the set and the dies. Also, I have, there's about 75 sheets of DSP in here, and that will go to Kimberly Steed. So Kimberly, you contact me with your address and I will get that out to you. Now, this one here, does anybody have the Hippest Hippos, but they don't have the die, or they want to win this? I want you to pick a number and put it on your comments between 1 and 25. I have a number under here that's already written, and the first person that gets it that I see, I will send this out to them. So pick your number between 1 and 25, and you can keep picking numbers until I see the right one. I know there's a delay, but no, Ramona, try again. Just keep trying. Just keep shooting the numbers. That's the best way to do it. One right after the other. Nope, not 22, not 13. Just go right back with another number. Whoa, now they're going. Nope, not 22, not 18, not 12. We had a lot of them asked for, think it was 22. Keep guessing. Not 11. Not 21, not 25. Not 14, not 16, not 7. Not 16, not 3, not 10. Not 10, not 22, not 24, not 5, not 11, not 17. You guys have been all around it. Oh, Ramona. Yes, it's 6. Ramona Prometheus. Whoop, where's Okay, if you'll give me your address, this die set will be on its way to you. Congratulations, everybody. Okay, let's get back to our card at hand here. Yeah, you guys were all way up in the big numbers. It was down there farther. Next time I won't have it such a big span. Okay, put some dimensionals on here. Whoop. No, I'm right. I thought I missed a layer. It's hard. I'm going to pull this down here a little bit. I've got to get closer to see. Is that straight? I hope it's straight. Okay. Now we wait some little jobbers. This here. Okay. Oop, they're already off there. This one is not. I wish on the backs they would have a stripe or something so that you can tell easier if the backing is off. thanks on there. I love these words. I'm glad that they're finally doing some of those numbers there. Okay, let's do our inside here. Okay. My rocks in here. This is just so easy. Okay. Now this, I kind of go with second generation, first generation. And then I'm going to take my lightest, this is crumb cake. And I'm just going to kind of blend this in here. Oop. Gonna get that in that ink yet. Did you see what I just did? Okay, well, part of teaching a class is teaching how to correct the mistakes. Okay. This one is, to me, it's a little harsh. So I have, these are 3M sanders, and I will find a whole one. They're about a 4-inch square, and you get them at the hardware store, and there's, I think, 3 or 4. They come in fine, extra fine, medium, and hard grit, and I just cut them up. So this one is, what this does is it just sands off. This one is a little coarser grit. It sands off a layer of the paper. See? Let me get this one. Since I had to get my fingers all over it. But these are my favorite. So, see, all gone. This one is for, that's the, when you can't get it off with anything else, that's what you use. But that is, it's really a lifesaver, especially when you got your card all put together and you put your fingers in it and you've got something on your hands. And I usually leave my insides, the verse, off until I know who it's going to. Okay, now then, put this here. Okay, now we're just going to basically repeat what we did. They're even flying right. How about that? Okay, Ramona, great. That's super. Hi, Peggy. Yes, I'm doing really good. I have advanced liver disease. I had acute pancreatitis several years ago, and my gallbladder blew up, and it kind of blew it essentially sandblasted my inside. So my pancreas does not work right. That's why I'm diabetic, and it really severely damaged the liver. So now it's in Havasu. I just went kind of going along, and I knew there was something wrong, but they kept saying, no, there's some scar tissue, and they call it necrotized or whatever, but no problem. And we came down to Tucson to visit our daughter, and I ended up in the emergency room, and they did a scan, and they said, you need to get right into a liver specialist and have a complete workup, which I did. So they found out, yes, it's gone to cirrhosis, but my liver is currently compensating. I mean, it can, I guess, you can compensate for a while, and then it just falls off the cliff, or it can go on for quite a while. So anyway, I have a really good team of doctors. They've got everything going real good. My A1C runs right at 6. So, we just work along with it. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Some of my meds are kind of drive me nuts, but you have to do what you have to do. So anyway, but I feel good, and heck, I could go outside tomorrow and get run over by a Mack truck. So I'm not going to worry about it that much, because I do feel good, and the liver is compensating. And right now my MELD scores, they're not up where it would be a transplant. If I fall off a cliff or something, maybe we'll be looking at a transplant, but right now we're not. So anyway, I have excellent doctors. They are just, boy, what a difference. You come down here, they spend an hour with you, at least. Gosh, in Havasu, if you get 3 or 4 minutes, they're shoving you out the door because you're taking up too much time. So really, that is good. And our daughter's here, so that it's nice to have her close with the grandkids and everything. So anyway, I'm doing good, and it's been quite a interesting moving, because we've lived in Havasu for 38 years, and of course we had a rubber stamp scrapbooking store, and I taught for years and years. And then when we retired from there, I had a studio at home. So we had a group that, gosh, we stamped together for over 25 years. So anyway, it's kind of weird. Now, if anybody is in the Oro Valley, Tucson area, get in touch with me, because I would like to do some classes. I really do miss that. So anyway, stay away from Mack trucks. Yes, I will. I plan on doing that anyway. So I think that's about it. How does this time? Put in the comments below if this is a good time, 1 o'clock on Friday. Now, like I said, I have this soft seedling set. I don't think it's going to be next Friday, but after that, I just love this set. And what I'm going to do is, I remember when I did a week with the chick, and I spent a week every day doing a different thing with the chick stamps. This, I'd like to take the opportunity to have a tech-heavy series of classes where, because this stamp, you know, people will look at it and say, well, you just stamp it in the green and stamp it. But there is so much that can be done with this set. I think I might take a week and do a whole bunch of techniques with it. So I've got like about 8 or 10 cards sitting right over here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. The liver does regenerate if you have cirrhosis, if you're a drinker. If it comes from being damaged and that's how you get the cirrhosis, it does not. So there's no way they can reverse that. So anyway, but, you know, I eat really healthy and we take care of ourselves. So, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do next Friday, but we'll be in there with something. And then the following week after that, I have penciled off in my calendar. So I will be almost every day, if not every day, Monday through Friday, I'll be on with the same set, but different technique. And what I like to do, and I know, this is my technique book, and I just have, this is not all, this is just a drop in the bucket. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to make up this form, put it on so you can pull it off, and then when you see things and you do them, you'll have the technique sheet to go in, because I know you can even teach the classes. I taught classes for years, and somebody would say, bring me a card and say, now how do you do that? And there's some techniques that are very similar to each other, but I would have to, if I did not have this book, I would have been bonkers, because I'd have had to sit there and figure out how it is. But if you have a little sample of your technique and your instructions, and you start putting them in a book, you know, that's really the way to go. Now somewhere in here, see, we moved and everything, in fact, this whole book came apart. But I have a index. And so in the front for every technique, it'll tell you what page. And my graphic will have a square here so you can number your page so that it correlates with your index. But that's what, we always did that with our classes so that everybody could remember. And especially the teacher, me, because that's the best way to remember, because otherwise you're having to teach yourself how to do something again. So anyway, week of the chick. Yes, I love the chick. I really I hate to see things get discontinued so fast, because you know, it seems like the chick just got on a roll and then it was canceled and then they brought it back. But you know, it really, that was a good set. In fact, I've kept that set. So anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend. We will see you next Friday at this same time. And thanks for spending your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. If you need anything, my host code is up above and everything's on the website. Oh, I forgot to mention, the tutorial is all done, ready to go. All I have to do is put the link in for the video, and then the post will be done, and then I'll hit share and it will go live. So give me a few minutes and then it will be up. So anyway, so we will see you again. Yes, the piggy stamp is really, really cute. Yep. I have got so many stamps that I got before we decided to move and went through all of that. And well, what happened is we bought a house, and it kicked out an escrow because when the appraisal came in, it came in for less than what we offered on the house. So we will not pay anything over appraisal because the prices were so high anyway. So we had 2 escrows kick out, and of course that's all after you've already paid to have all your inspections done, which was a bummer because we had to pay to have all the inspections done, and then the appraisal comes in later. So anyway, we had 2. We were staying with our daughter, so it was quite a long time. We had, of course, our house sold within a matter of days, and so we were kind of homeless, so we stayed with our daughter, and so everything had to go into storage. And Tim and I did not pack the house out, so the kids came up and they all Melissa has a friend that was a mover and everything, and they all came up and they packed us out, and they wouldn't let us do anything. You know, they I am incapacitated, I guess, I don't know, but they didn't let me pack. So anyway, it was quite an experience, get everything unpacked because you don't know where everything goes. So it's not like you can, you know, it was really wild anyway. So, but we're on the upward movement now. So we will, I hate to sign off. I missed you guys for so long, but we're back now. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.